Before we get started, let's get fueled up. So here's a question that I have, y'all. What kind of customer are you when it comes to ordering through any one of the delivery apps? Are you one that just places your order and doesn't leave any notes, especially if you happen to be at an apartment or your house may be a little bit difficult to find? Or are you the customer who leaves enough of a description in the notes box that's not a story, but has just the important information that us drivers need in order to be able to get the order to you on time? Hey guys, half a day. Happy Sunday. So do I look like I have a little bit more of a tan from my previous video? Because if you saw my last live stream, we did a family day trip to the beach per the request of my grandson for his birthday. We're out here and hoping that we can make up some money since we didn't get to work Friday and we were still recovering because, like I said, it was a day trip, 4 hours out, 4 hours back, but it was fun. It was totally worth it. So yesterday we actually spent that day resting and recovering because the hubby, this time he got sunburned on his feet. Poor guy. My son-in-law, his back, that's where he got his sunburn. Okay, so we have 10 items to shop for, and it's pretty much all non-food. But the setup at this store is different from the one I normally shop at. So, automotive is going to be to my toys. Auto. Okay. Back, so I guess that's where I'm heading first. Let's go. Actually, we have to go to stationery first. Then we head in that direction for automotive. Alright, first item on the list. We're in automotive. Section 2. Yeah, it says 14 in the app, but this is the one we want. The store not only has me all turned around from the setup, but looks like I have an item that's here in the lock case, I believe. It says L20, section 1. Yeah, another lock screen item that I'll need. Up here. Alright, last item, but third on the list. Now I need to find an associate. Excuse me, are you able to call for help if I need someone in cosmetics? Okay, sorry. I'm used to you wearing the blue vest, so I wasn't sure if we were just stalking.
No, a lot of us don't wear the blue vest.
Oh, okay.
This one?
Yep. Thank you. For this one. Thank you. Yay! Thank you. right, that shopping took maybe just a little bit longer than expected to, with several assistants being needed by associates, but we're just 5 minutes from drop-off. Joys of waiting at the gate, and a customer did not provide a code. I've texted and I've called, and there's a car waiting behind us. So yay! All right, second accepted offer of the day. It's a 2-customer shop. So let's see how quickly we can get this one done without any obstacles. Accepted order number 3. The last one was actually a stacked order. You know, we gotta make the money stack. But this one is another 9-item, 1-customer shop. So let's get to shopping.
All night, rain or shine, and even when it's hot or cold, we'll get the job done right and get it delivered to you.
I need one of this and one of this, and we're done. Another one for the books. This time it's a stacked order in the app. It's a 2-customer shop, 17 items. And I'm losing my energy here. But it's paying $20, so let's get in there and do some shopping. This time I'm gonna make sure I don't grab one that doesn't have the plastic piece. Nope, that's not a good one. Okay, that's better. So about the question of the hour, what kind of customer are you? You know, especially based off of the very first offer that I had accepted yesterday, where we got to the apartment, the GPS took us to the main gate. It was the main gate because we saw where the other gate was when we left, but she did not provide the code, and what was already a frustrating situation because I texted her and I called her and there was no response. And then we noticed there was a car behind us, as you saw in the clip. Well, after I had finished recording that clip talking about waiting at the gate, the car behind us proceeded to honk at us. So it became a little bit more stressful. I got out of the car to try and let the guy behind us know that we're having issues. We don't have a gate code to get in to make this delivery. And that's when I noticed that off the main road, there were other cars waiting to come in. So it became even more stressful to try and deal with that. And I did get a hold of the customer the second time I called. And she was just trying to let us know, you're supposed to take the gate by whatever street, because that's going to just let you in automatically. And the street that she was naming, that's the street that we had just come off of. So it was a bit tight because the car behind us was a bit close, didn't give us any room, but my hubby was able to reverse out of there, get back onto the main street, and to see if we could find another entrance into the apartment complex. but we ended up just turning around, and the cars that were behind us made it through the gate, and the gate was still open, so we just quickly turned in and we were able to complete the delivery. But needless to say, what kind of customer are you when you place your order for any type of delivery, whether it's fast food, restaurant pickups, or grocery? Do you leave enough information in the customer notes to make sure that your driver has no issue being able to deliver your whatever it was you ordered to the correct location, to the correct address? Or are you one that basically just leaves it up to chance? I guess for a lot of delivery drivers, one of the pet peeves are deliveries to apartment complexes. Not so much about the stairs, even though that can be quite the issue when you've got a lot of groceries delivered with no elevator. But anyways, that's for another day. But when you don't provide the code to be able to get in, you don't respond to texts, and you don't respond to the calls. I know a lot of people say just cancel it and return it or whatever, because it's depending on what the pay is, more than half the time it's not worth it. But I just hope for any customers that happen to be watching this, if you are the type of customer who's considerate and wanting to make sure that you do get your stuff delivered to you and not your neighbor, or left at an unknown location because the driver just couldn't find where you were or understand your instructions. Thank you. All of us drivers, thank you. If you provide the code, the name of your apartment complex, the exact location of the building, because again, the other things when it comes to trying to find our customer, numbers are hidden behind bushes and trees and whatnot. So some of those basic but important details like that, to help us find your apartment, your house, just makes it so much easier for both parties. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope that you keep coming back, find out what else happens on any other deliveries. But until then, y'all stay safe. Adios for now.